This episode has a lot going on. I have a lot of catching up to do, but I'll make sure we discuss Ripple versus the SEC and obtain all the most recent information available. We are going to discuss the other parties that are now suing the SEC. Without further ado, take a seat back, unwind, and let's get started with Metal Law Man. Bitcoin 62,658 has decreased by 4% over the last day. Ethereum is expected to launch at 2463, up 38% so far. The USD and XRP are expected to launch at the dollar pegs. You guessed it, that's precisely where it is. 3 days ago, we departed. 53 pennies as of right now. The entire market capitalization of cryptocurrencies has decreased by 1.5%. 2,199 billion. What will be our next destination? From this point on, we're staying in that chop zone. There's no obvious sign that Bitcoin will break out. We need to rise over that $74,000 to $74,000 range. If it doesn't happen, we should focus on breaking the first area, which is 66,000. Keep in mind that we have a CME gap that might collapse, and because it's halfway through October, you're probably thinking, Rip, where the hell is October? We still have a few weeks left, so let's see what happens halfway through. Let's see whether this trend continues from here. Go and observe whether November produces the even high and December the Venn high. Keep in mind that September is always a green month when we conclude. October, December, and November have consistently occasionally, these patterns are broken. Let's check to see if it breaks. Folks, I don't think so this time around. As the election draws near, I believe that the high prices in various cryptocurrency marketplaces will cause cryptminute.com to announce that the Bitcoin bull run will soon resume. Cryptocurrency at records marks liquidity. This article holds enormous significance. Here we can see that the most recent on-chain data indicates that the liquidity in the cryptocurrency markets has reached a record high. This was reported in the most recent CryptoQuant report. According to the on-chain analytics company, the cryptocurrency market reached a record high in late September, igniting discussion about the potential return of the Bitcoin bull market. Blockchain stablecoin value and market capitalization, which currently total about 169 billion crypto data points, are used to gauge market liquidity. Quant indicates a notable increase in the overall market capitalization of the biggest US dollar-backed stablecoins. Thus far in 2024, growing by 31% or 40 billion people, the two biggest stable cryptocurrencies, USDT and USDC, were mostly responsible for the rise. Recall that I brought up the issue that although a large amount of money is being printed for stablecoins, those coins have not yet been used. Folks, when it comes to the cryptocurrency market, people are not printing money or putting money on the sidelines to buy a stablecoin. Instead, they are buying a stablecoin because they are waiting to enter the market. The big question here is what they will buy. Obviously, it will be Bitcoin, but we also need to see where that money will rotate after Bitcoin. Has this parabolic blow up top, you know? And afterwards, the intended use of the funds, will they integrate Ethereum? They intend to travel to Solana for XRP. Perhaps there are other coins available that are at ST when this gets interesting. The stablecoin market is still dominated by DTA and USBC, with respective market shares of 71% and 21%. The USDT's market capitalization increased by 30% in 2024, while the US market cap increased by 44%, according to data from CryptoQuant. Growing stablecoin and exchange balances in the past have been favorably correlated with increasing cryptocurrency prices, particularly the price of Bitcoin. We have been just this way. Speaking of which, this is precisely what these stablecoins that are merely sitting on the sidelines will show us, don't they? We are paying because the markets will now be the reason for the pump. Since you are familiar with the situation and know how to handle it, pay attention to that. This surge continues. Bitcoin is operational. Ethereum blows off Bitcoin, and Bitcoin blows off altcoins, and altcoins blow off since 2012. Nothing has altered at all. Is that all there is to it? All we need to do is follow the playbook binomial. It's an exchange, and guess what? Someone is actually challenging the SEC, so we have access to cryptocurrency today. The Coinbase and binomial to stop them from going too far. They are suing the SEC and claiming joint jurisdiction over any future contracts with Bitmain XRP, which are currently under the exclusive jurisdiction of the CFTC. This is what we need to see, so go look. We need more exchangers, and they don't even need to be major cryptocurrency exchange companies. Instead, they should come forward, file a lawsuit, and stop backing off and believing they are secure. Believing that you're rational and that nothing bad will happen to you. Believing that the SEC ignored you because it will pursue any individual or business engaged in cryptocurrencies, particularly exchanges that they targeted. Big TRS packed the bags, and we had a significant U.S. exchange loss. They pursued Crypto.com as well as Gemini. Went after Coinbase. Would they target their Uphold next? I am not sure if they'll be honest with you, I don't think, but keep in mind that Uphold isn't actually an exchange. Instead, they source the cryptocurrency rather than purchasing it from another location and bring it back inside. I'm unsure what will happen, but these exchanges must work together. Ripple needs to acquire Charles Hoskins. We need all the big players, so get Gen MB. Don't wait for those who are pursuing you or who are involved in the Bitcoin space to target the SEC to approach you. Hit them where it hurts by attacking them initially. Binomial is precisely what this is. James R. released this, thus we should listen to it. We will listen. This is metal, as shown in a second video today. Lawman dissecting XRP and explaining why it's not an investment contract, but I want to talk about this and reach out. According to the lawsuit, the Ripple vs. SEC battle rages on as the CEO fires back at regulatory for appealing the court's decision, as stated here. I just want to find the actual tweet for you on October 2nd that shook the crypto community with its new appeal against Judge Torres and J 2023, stating that the sales of XRP were programmatic and not securities. Defense attorney James King Fillon revealed this information in a tweet post that was met with disapproval from Brad Garlinghouse and the XRP community. Garlinghouse then made his public debut and gave a quite forceful response to this. Yes, he remarks on the same day as the regulatory appeal to voice his displeasure with the SEC's choice to press charges against the company. The CEO of Ripple questioned the agency's claim that it was acting irrationally, pointing out that if it had been rational, it would have ended the protracted legal battle long ago. Garlinghouse contended that more harm than good has come from the SEC's legal proceedings against Ripple and its fresh appeal against the court's decision. The most crucial lesson here is that the regulator's credibility is being damaged while also hurting the investor they are trying to protect. Somehow, they still haven't grasped the message that counts. As I've been telling you for a while, they lost, and everything that matters in this situation is over. It is very sad to see that some people in the XRP community, bigger names out there, one of the lawyers I forgot, were starting to spread FUD that we're going to miss the bull run because of this. They don't. They are not going back, and the SEC is not going after those rulings we won. We are not going to miss the bull run. I'm going to be as accommodating as I can. Don't comprehend the true nature of the situation. But they're missing the crypto part while trying to understand the law. Why won't this have an impact on us? Is not a security, and exchanges do not need to delist it. Because XRP is not a security, we can purchase ETFs, which will support the price of Ripple's programmatic sales. We shouldn't even be concerned about them if they lose because Ripple won't be able to sell them. I'm not, to be honest with you, I don't really care about that. If anything, I would prefer that Ripple is unable to sell their XRP and profit from it. Only that XRP is not a security matter to me and you as an XRP holder. That's all we care about. We also care that we can buy it on the secondary market provides us with the go-ahead to proceed with everything else. That's what's happening. Nothing is twisted. Absurdity that is unimportant. I'll get into this topic in more detail. In the upcoming video, we'll be listening to Metal Lawman, and there's a lot more to discuss.